Well, hello. Happy Easter weekend 2026. I don't know when you'll be watching this, but it is a Holy Saturday. Decided to do a video of my thoughts of the gift of life and some wisdom thoughts that help transform my mind, give me a new spirit, a new heart. So, April 4th, 2026, Saturday. I'm thankful to God, my Father, for the gift of a day off. I had a day off yesterday. I listened to some music. U2, the rock group, put out a new album called Easter Lily. I highly recommend it. I played my PS5 some. I watched MASH, the old TV show. I enjoy that. And my daughter made Greek tacos. They're really good. They got anyway, I can't explain them. They're really good, and I'm grateful she made them. Go back a couple of months to give us more things to be thankful for. March the 4th, I'm thankful to God, my Father, for the gift of my legs. I was focusing on my body over that several weeks. I can walk really well. I'm really good at walking, so I was thinking about that. What are you thankful for of your body that God has given you? What are you thankful for on your day off? What do you do? And that night on March the 4th, I went to Outback Steakhouse with my daughter and her friends, and I got a New York strip, and we had a bloomin' onion in the Outback bread, which is really good. Do you like Outback? February 4th, I'm thankful to God, my Father, for the gift of seeing Caleb, Tyler, and Eli at Caleb and Tyler's basketball game. They play for a local high school. Used to know them when they were little. Used to help babysit them. And they're grown and playing high school sports, about to go off to college. And I had some pizza and popcorn. Who are you thankful for from your past that maybe you had to help babysit? And finally, I'll go back to January 4th. I am thankful to God, my Father, for the gift of friends. I had lunch with some friends from my goalball team, Camilo, Tom, Uzman, Austin, and we got together at Chili's, and I had a Coke Zero. I wrote down, I like Coke Zero. So when's the last time you got together with some friends? Maybe you could be thankful for that today. So some thoughts for the day to transform our minds, our heart, our spirit. Going through the Gospel of John, I'm on chapter 6, verse 69. The disciples say to Jesus, "We have come to believe and know you are the Holy One of God." You are the Holy One of God. Believe means to trust in. We trust that you are the Holy One, the set apart one sent from God. And know, it's not just an intellectual knowing. Knowing there is a very intimate term to have a close relationship with. We have come to believe and know you are the Holy One of God. So how could you come to believe and know? Or this Easter weekend, how can you process that and sit with that and feel that that Jesus is the Holy One of God? Proverbs chapter 16, verse 22. Wisdom is a fountain of life. Some translations say prudence, dear prudence, is a fountain of life for those who have it, for the one who has it. But folly is the punishment for fools. So think about that, feel that. Wisdom becomes just the fountain bubbling up, transforming our lives, nourishing our lives, watering our lives. But folly becomes its own punishment. Doing foolish things becomes its own punishment. Romans chapter 3, verses 9 through 11. Paul's argument about Jew versus Gentile in the beginning of the book, who has more of advantage when it comes to salvation. What shall we conclude then? Do we have any advantage? Not at all. For we have already made the charge that Jews and Gentiles alike are under the power of sin. So Jew, Gentile, man, woman, Democrat, Republican, Independent, American, non-American, all under the power of sin. As it is written, there is no one righteous, not even one. There is no one who understands, no one who seeks God. So in ourselves, we're under the power of sin. We can't, it's not saying that nobody does anything right. It's saying no one can escape the power of sin through our own right deeds or righteousness. No one can understand enough to escape the power of sin. No one who seeks God. Well, and it doesn't mean we never seek God. Seek the Lord while he may be found. There are other verses that say we should seek God. It's just saying that in our own righteousness, whether Jew, Gentile, man, female, good, bad, Republican, Democrat, whatever classification, American, non-American, whatever classification we put on ourselves, those don't qualify us to seek God. The good news is God seeks us. No matter where we are in life, what classification we put on ourselves, it is God who seeks us. One of the messages for us is we couldn't overcome sin. The message of Easter, Jesus came, sought us, God seeks us, and now his righteousness becomes our righteousness when we believe in him, when we believe and know that he is the Holy One of God, and his understanding becomes our understanding when we believe he is the Holy One of God, and he is the one seeking us. So I would encourage you to sit with that. If nothing else, sit with a part and feel it and think about it, that God is seeking you. I don't know where you are right now, what's going on in your life, but I believe God is seeking you. It may seem hard. You may be going through something very, very difficult, or you may just be, things are going fine and you don't see any need for God seeking you, but he is seeking all of us. I heard a quote from John Ortberg. He was talking about a story about Pope John Paul the 23rd. One of the archbishops came to him, had a meeting with him, and the archbishop said, the weight is so great upon me, I feel like I must do everything right. There is so much pressure. And Pope John Paul the 23rd said, yes, I used to feel the same way until I had a dream about an angel from the Lord who came to me. And the angel said, hey, Johnny boy, talking to Pope John Paul the 23rd, hey, Johnny boy, don't take yourself so seriously. So keeping the right perspective on ourselves, how does that make you feel? What do you think about that? Do you take yourself too seriously? Do you feel like all the pressure in the world is on you because you take yourself so seriously? The four words, human, humor, humility, all come from the word humus in the original language. And humus is the decaying matter after a plant or an animal dies, humus. So we can be humble because life is that humus, we're that humus. We can have humor because we're not God. We can have humility because we're not God. We are just human and not taking ourselves too seriously. Hey, Johnny boy, don't take yourself too seriously. Hey, Toddy boy, or whoever you are, don't take yourself too seriously. Be human. Have a sense of humor and have some humility about you because you're not God. You are just humus. A quote from movie director Chloe Zhao. I think she directed that movie that just came out last year, Hamnet. I haven't seen it. It's about Hamlet and Shakespeare, and so I can't recommend it or not recommend it. But I heard an interview with her, and she said this quote: "If we are terrified of being abandoned, cast out, then I will struggle, or you will struggle to make an effort to belong, or truly love from a place of trust. We are not designed to do life alone. So if I'm terrified, if I've been abandoned in the past, if I've been cast out, if I felt people have left me, and it happens to all of us, whether it was on purpose, they left, or whether it was just a fact of life, people die, and now I've been abandoned because of that. If I become terrified of being abandoned, then I will isolate myself. I will, how does she put it? I will struggle to make an effort to belong. I will stop reaching out to new people and truly love from a place of trust. And if I do that, I stop living, because we are designed or created to do life together and not to do life alone. So how does that make you feel? Are you terrified of being abandoned again, to being left again? Take that to the Lord, because he ultimately was the one who abandoned. Everybody left him. All of his followers abandoned him, and he became completely alone for us. So now we can take it to him and let him heal that for us. Sermon by Tyler Staton. I really like him. He was talking about greed and money. He said, money can get us what we want without the entanglement of friendship or relationship. His example that he gave, when you're poor, don't have much money, and you're moving, you invite your friends and neighbors over. They don't want to do it, but they come anyway because they are your friends. And all you give them is pizza. But when you're not as poor, or you're moving up some in financial stability, when you begin to move, you hire a moving company whom you never really talk to. They load everything up and they're gone. So money can do that. It can separate us from people. We don't have to get entangled in relationships and friendships because we have enough money not to. He wasn't recommending that, by the way. And again, the follow-up quote in his sermon about greed, he's talking about Jesus and consider the lilies, consider the sparrows. Jesus pictures the world to be a place that should free us from anxiety, which is hard to believe. But Jesus pictures the world, God's good created world, to be a place that should free us from anxiety, a stable place where I am being hosted by a generous host, by a generous God. Consider the lilies. Look at nature, look at creation, how God takes care of them. They're here today, gone tomorrow. Consider the sparrows. They're cheap. Nobody notices sparrows hardly ever. They're the cheapest of birds. There's billions and billions of them, yet God sees everyone that falls. So freedom from anxiety into peace is to believe in an abundant God, that God takes care of us abundantly, that he is a generous God and a generous host. And this is not easy to move into this realm, because the world that many times that we look at we see life as scarcity, that we have to fight to get ahead and take care of ourselves and hold on to everything we have. Scarcity in the mind produces anxiety in the emotions and greed in my life and in the world. So moving from scarcity to abundance, taking that to God, my scarcity mindset, and asking to see his abundant mindset, looking at the flowers, looking at the birds, considering God's creation. Jesus looks at creation and sees an abundant God. We need to go with the Holy Spirit, go with Jesus, and consider God's creation and see him as an abundant God to deal with our anxiety. So that's my thoughts for this day. I hope it's a blessing to you. I hope it's a blessing to those closest to me. I hope it's a blessing to acquaintances, to friends, to just social media friends. Say hello to my mother. Hope she's having a great day as well. God bless you. I love you. Go in peace.